Hi guys. Today with us we have Nirja ma'am. Nirja ma'am is from Vivekanand Education Society's college, Vivekanand Management College, Business School. So she have around 18 years of experience. So in the field of HR. So ma'am, today we want to make you uncomfortable thoda because you are talking to the person who hate HR people the most because I never got promotion because of HR. Fine. Yeah, this is my personal view again that whenever you don't get the promotion, we blame HR. Whenever the salary come late, we blame HR. From every point of view, HR is blamed. जबकि HR का काम है ही नहीं है. The the salary is taken care by the admin department or the finance department. Your appraisal is done by your boss. HR is just the approving authority. But yeah, because the email is coming from HR, the HR is the most this thing. So, ma'am, I want to start Ulta today. Why HR is the least preferred branch?
Yeah, good evening all, and I thank you CET King to actually invite this and address the students. So why everyone hates HR? Because HR has to take very tough decisions, and that is for the benefit of organization. So the duty of HR is not only, they have to attract the right talent, they have to see how the
Ma'am, your
organization
voice is breaking.
works, what are the productivity level, they have to take certain decisions.
Ma'am,
In
one.
any organization, HR is always hated, but they have to take important decisions regarding a organization. So they have to, attract the right people for the right job, and they have to see what are the skills needed for the organization. So they are also the overall beneficiary of the organization in the long term, in the long perspective. So I hope I am trying to make it in a larger goal than a personal goal.
Right. Okay, ma'am, what is the role of HR? So, according to me, HR is basically a strategy role. I'll answer my part afterward. I want to first listen from you. What is HR basically?
See, the role of HR was initially in the beginning, it was more a admin role. So they were handling all the payroll, they were making the procedures, policies. But from that role, they have moved to a strategic role where they take a lot of strategic decisions about the organization. So I can give you a very simple example for today's COVID-19 situation. Now everyone is working from home. So think about HR. They have to design a policies where employees can work from home in terms of technology. They have to design policies for retaining the employees, engaging the employees through right technological interface, and also they have to take care of well-being of employees. There are a lot of burnout is happening, everyone is working from home, so there is no timing. So all these things become very challenging. So I think role of HR is changing day by day, and they are becoming a strategic partner and also handling the crisis of any organization, especially the pandemic crisis.
True. Okay, so now I was one who hated HR people because of my job. I just told that ki because promotion nahi mila, ye nahi mila, wo nahi mila. And then once I came to the college, I never attended a lecture of HR. Sorry to say that, but यार वो ज्ञान मेरे को लगता है कि HR ज्ञान है, not my cup of tea, this and that. My focus was in finance marketing, so we'll focus only on that. My first assignment after MBA was HR, and we have to downsize the company from 120 employee to 80 employee. I'm talking about the abroad, not in India. That day I realized कि HR का main role is consulting. फाइन, एचआर का रोल इज प्योरली कंसल्टिंग. जो मैम आपने बोला हाउ टू मेक द वर्क फोर्स वर्क फ्रॉम होम, देन दे हैव टू स्ट्रेटेजाइज इम्प्लीमेंटेशन एडमिन वर्क, हाउ दे आर एनेबल, आईटी एनेबल, दैट इज आईटी टीम का काम. गिविंग ऑल ऑफ देम अ पीसी इज ऑल कंप्यूटर डिपार्टमेंट का काम. दैट्स नॉट योर जॉब इज टू स्ट्रेटेजाइज. For example, tomorrow Reliance want 1,000 or 10,000 employees. How many of them will be manager? How many of them will be lower level starting point? All this strategy, all this forecasting is done by HR. So HR is a very important role. In fact, it's all strategy. HR is strategy.
Yeah, I would like to also make a very clear point that many times it is thought that HR is only doing giving gyan and it's all theoretical. But let me tell you, I am a HR analytics professor. So I
Okay.
teach HR analytics in Vivekanand Business School. And in Vivekanand Business School, we really focus on HR analytics in terms of numbers. So I can give you a very simple example. Every HR department has a lot of data. When an employee joins, they have the demographic data, they have the performance data, they have the salary data, they have also the data about employee skills, competencies, the number of training program they have attended, and these data can be actually beautifully used by the HR professional to give a lot of insight to the organization. So like you were talking about layoff, now if you are talking about layoff, whom to remove, whom to take out, you cannot throw your best employees, the most talented employees who have really worked hard. So you are going to look at the rating of all employees and then decide. So data has become a very critical role for a HR is using a lot of technology. I myself, I know Python, I know R programming. I use this for HR data, and I use data visualization. A lot of Tableau is used for data visualization of HR, and you can use this data to understand your department, your organization in terms of performance, in terms of talent. So gone are the days when we say that HR is only, theoretical and giving gyan. HR has to deliver. They have a target, and they also have a target of productivity and retention, which is a very critical aspect of any organization productivity.
Superb. Yes. So yes, ma'am. Analytics is obviously a part of it. But technology is a part of anywhere. So even if you become HR, do finance, marketing, any area, you have to end of the day work on a software or computer. So you need all these things. Then coming to the Python, is it important for everyone to learn Python?
No, it's not important. As a HR person, if I know something that Python exists and lot of, you can do a lot of things from the Python. So I can have a team where I can have a software programmer, engineers, but finally at the end, they will give me some interpretation. So I should be able to use that interpretation for the organizational insight. So knowing a language, knowing a software will be always a added advantage, but I will not say that every HR professional need to know about this programming language. We should know statistics. We should be able to interpret the data. Otherwise, every time, HR guys are running towards the technical team asking them about how to interpret the data, or they're moving going to others, that is not. So this is the era of having all the skills. HR need to have technical skills, they need to have a functionally skills, they also have to be very high on communication and interpersonal skills, and all these will really take you to a high position if you have all these skills.
Right.
So HR roles have become very challenging.
Superb. Right. Exactly. Ma'am, now coming to the next point, which kind of companies are coming for HR? That is one question someone just asked me. So company are same here. Why Pepsi, Reliance, Ambani, everybody is going to come on campus. That's not the main thing. Main thing is what profiles are offered. Ma'am, can you tell us a couple of most common profiles which are given to MBA students after they become MBA in HR?
See, it's always, you cannot climb the ladder just like that. So you have to move stages wise. So generally, HR journalist role is taken up where you are doing recruitment. You may be part of a recruitment team. Even the consultant, HR consultant come and they are looking for the recruitment. So I always tell my students, if you are doing recruitment, do not think that it's a boring monotonous job. You're learning a lot, and there can be profile for performance management training department take HR students. And also a lot of HR companies are looking started looking for HR students having HR analytics role. Even advanced Excel is a part of HR analytics. So you should be good in advanced Excel, you should be good in Python or Tableau. These all skills are really coming up even for the HR role. But you have to start from the scratch. So you have to do recruitment, you have to do performance and all those things, which are also part of a generalist role.
Right. So, ma'am, this is one thing which you said कि HR मतलब रंगोली का बनाना रंगोली and Diwali
Yeah, it's
celebration.
not about just cutting the cake and celebrating the birthdays, because targets are given. You have to, in a very small duration, you have to employ do the mass recruitment. You have to do it in a lower cost. So cost has also become important, and everyone is looking at ROI of HR. I mean, return on investment. So they say if training is happening, you're always, you're talking about give money, give money. What are you giving back? So for training you ask money, for recruitment you ask money, for salary and promotion you ask money. So what is the benefit? So we started talking about ROI of HR, and return on investment of HR can be only calculated, only found out if you can see the tangible benefit which HR is providing. So retention has become important, and even if one employee leaves your company, there will be so much of losses because you have to recruit another employee. The position will remain vacant, and it may also take a lot of time to train that employee to fit in into the culture and start delivering. So there are losses, monetary losses also, which HR is helping. Even employee engagement, if you are able to engage the employee and keep them in your organization, even 1% increase in employee engagement can lead to a very high productivity, and these numbers can be actually proved. So it's not that we just think. In companies they are calculating, there are the targets for HR, and ROI of HR is also calculated. I've spoken to many of the VP HRs, and they say, we have a target. Nowadays productivity has become a target for HR. So gone are the days of rangoli and cake cutting.
True,
Things
true.
have changed.
Okay, I like to answer this question in a different way as well. That if you, whatever HR employees you come across as a non MBA, if you are a non MBA, they are all the low end of the HR department. Fine, rangoli banana. Yes, they do all these work. Rangoli banana, then chai ka track karna, how much canteen ko track karna. But that's not their main role. Fine, that is, you are looking at the low end staff. Same way, if you look at from a marketing point of view, the salesman, the door to door salesman is the lowest end job. Fine, most of them, they are not MBAs, first of all. Fine, and the MBA from a good B school, you never see them. If you're working in any organization as a non MBA, it's very very unlikely you see a MBA from a good college sitting next to you, or at least sitting on your in your area also. So all of them will be sitting at a higher position. So need to understand that. Because this is an image which is set for finance also, marketing also. Because sometimes people come and say me, "Arey sir, I have MBA sitting next to me in my KPO BPO job." तो बेटा नेक्स्ट है ना उसके कॉलेज का नाम पूछना कि वो कौन से कॉलेज से MBA. Fine. So if you are from a good college, don't worry about that. So you will not be doing rangoli. And then another point is, यार अगर if I go to TASE, for example, TASE is number one for HR in country. वहां जाके तुम्हें 20 लाख की जॉब लग रही है तो मुझे चलेगा तो कुछ भी करवाओ मेरे से काम. Anyway, jokes apart. So the next question we have coming up here is, can HR people become CEO?
Yeah, we have CHROs. Now every company has CHRO, Chief Human Resource Officer. So the job of the CHRO is more challenging because they have to retain people, and they have to see that organization is performing well and engagement levels are high. So all these things are their targets. So CHROs, VPHR, they are there, and they are sitting in the board rooms. It's not that HR is support function, because when any important decision is taken, the view of the HR becomes very important. If it's a recruitment, it is layoff, it's change in the technology, change in any process and policies. Even at Vivekanand Business School, we really focus on giving a holistic approach for the development of students. So we have tied up with SHRM Shram, which gives a master certification to our students. And these students, when they get a global certification, their value is added in the market. It really reflects well on their resume, and they are picked up by the good companies because they are globally certified by SHRM. So there are a lot of certification happening also in analytics, HR analytics. Many of the good companies like Aon also is certifying HR analytics. A lot of courses are there on EDX. So when you do all these courses, you realize the potential of HR and how much there is you can learn in this function. Apart from just theoretical knowledge, you have a lot of practical benefits, practical knowledge also you need to develop in a student when they are opting for HR function.
Superb, superb. Next question is coming. Can I choose major as operations and minor as HR?
See, many of the colleges are offering, you can do that. In Vivekanand Business School, we don't have a major and minor, but we have a very, very beautiful concept which we have inculcated in our syllabus where you can, for HR, when you're taking, you will have a major subject of HR, but analytics are given as electives. So in HR, you have HR analytics as an elective. In marketing, you have marketing analytics. In finance, you have finance analytics. So HR analytics, you will learn all the aspect of HR, what are the, how data can be managed from data cleaning to actually practical part of analyzing the data, and everything is taught. So we have a combination of HR and analytics, which really is needed for today's market. And that skill is really, everyone wants the students to have that skill.
Superb, superb. Next question we have, when the what is the average salary of a HR? So it depends on the college. Yeah, if you're going to IIM Ahmedabad, you'll get 20 lakh ka package. So it all depends on the college. In fact, that's true for every branch: marketing, finance, operation, HR. तो भाई तुम किस कॉलेज में जा रहे हो उसके ऊपर डिपेंड करता है.
But whatever is the college, you can always develop your competency and skills through other courses which you can attend. And if on your resume you have done certain certifications, obviously good companies will take you. So as a student, you also have to develop your own resume by taking up other courses which are not offered by the college, but you can always develop yourself.
Great, great, great. Yes, salary depend the college, but is it there are differentiating salary between finance people and marketing people and HR people?
Yeah, it also depends upon the role and the company which you are joining. I mean, many of finance students, finally I see them selling mutual bonds and other things. They are selling. They are actually taken up at a lower position. So my student from Vivekanand Business School, they have joined good companies like L&T, Godrej, and even HR analytics students, they have joined General Motors, GM, and they are doing very, very well. So many of the good companies are looking out for students for HR analytics. They are being taught in Workday, Success Factors. These are the software used by many of the company to track the performance of employees. Workday is a Microsoft app which every company is using. SAP is there. So students are doing well with big companies. They have done internship and they have been groomed for those kind of skills.
Superb. Akshay, I have a question. What should be my core areas if I have to work in HR?
See,
So
there are
I
different there are different special sub-specialization in HR. So if you're working in training and development department, then your specialization become training. So therein you're designing the training module, you're delivering the training, you're measuring the effectiveness of the training, and you are responsible for the complete organizational training calendar and everything. Then you may be a part of performance management department where you're tracking the performance, goal setting, and performance appraisal, performance feedback. So within the HR also, there are many sub specializations which are there. Comp and Ben, payroll is there. So one of my student is doing so well in Comp and Ben, designing the salary reward structure for a company, and managing the whole Comp and Ben cycle for the year. So all these things are there within the core HR, wherein you can get in OD and change, organizational development and change itself is a big area wherein if any change happen in the organization, especially in a COVID-19 situation, how we'll handle the change. So there are scientific way of managing the change, which comes under organizational development and change. So you can always work there also. So once you get into a journalist role, you understand which area excites you, and you can develop your expertise in that subdomain in the core HR.
superb. Does JBMS offer HR? Ritvesh, yes. Every college offer HR. Don't worry. तुम पहले पहुंचने में कोशिश करो कि which college you end up in. Yes, all colleges.
And some of the colleges are offering 2 years HR program completely for 2 years. So it's not the specialization in the last year. Some of the colleges give you PGDM HR, where HR is taught from the first semester, first trimester itself. And there are around 20-25 subjects of HR. IR, yeah, labor law, industrial relation is a very important aspect of HR. And all laws comes in there, labor law, factory law. So there's a lot of learning in HR.
Okay, superb. Ma'am, one question I've got here is PR part of HR?
Yeah, it has become part of HR. You know, when you talk about PR, yeah, HR have to. My PhD is in employer branding. Now, what is employer branding? Employer branding is how organizations are branding themselves in the external market to attract the potential candidates. So, lot of branding exercise have to be done by HR to showcase that this is a good place to work. An organization can be ranked in the best employer, so every organization also, you know, take participation in the ranking for the Fortune 500 company, best place to work, great place to work. So you need to brand yourself, then only you will get the attract the best talent. So PR has become a part of HR. You have to market yourself, even you have to market your job, your organization, everything in the market.
When will a student become functional head of HR after marketing from a good college? How many years you think they can become a functional head? Mean your CHRO जो आपने बोला था.
See, everyone has to work hard. Or day of joining, you cannot think you will become a CHRO. So you need at least 15 to 20 years of good experience in a hardcore HR, where you're managing all the aspect of HR, from recruitment to training to performance to comp and ben, and then you will be able to manage the complete HR in the organization, where you are responsible for 5,000 employees, and you know, you're responsible every aspect of organization.
Right, exactly. मैम दैट्स अ मेन प्रॉब्लम ना कि हाँ अब 15-20 ईयर्स सुन के बेचारा वो घबरा गया बच्चा. प्रॉब्लम इज एमबीए हैव क्रिएटेड द काइंड ऑफ थिंग ना कि आज एमबीए खत्म किया 2-3 साल में तुम सीईओ बन गए, 5 साल में तुम 1 करोड़ का पैकेज कमा रहे हो एंड देन यू आर लिविंग योर लाइफ लाइक अ किंग. बॉस लाइफ इज हार्ड.
That is not possible. Every professional, you have to work hard. Then only you can get into the top position.
एग्जैक्टली ये आजकल के बच्चे ना इनको ना वो सी मैम आई यू नो व्हाट आई फील आई नॉर्मली द वे आई आंसर दिस क्वेश्चन इज आपको हमारा टाइम याद हो. मीन मैं तो अभी छोटा ही हूँ. आई एम हार्डली इन बच्चों से 2-3 साल छोटे होंगे एज में मैं. तो दैट कार्टून यूज्ड टू कम वंस इन अ डे. संडे को कार्टून आता था व्हेन वी वर यंग. टुडे एवरीथिंग इज अवेलेबल ऑन यूट्यूब ऑन click of a button. So today's generation they want immediate
Everything
answers.
very fast. They
Exactly.
want everything fast. They are very ambitious, highly ambitious, and even a little impatient. But yes, I like them because they have a lot of energy. They are very clear about what career they want, what they want in their life. They are totally focused. So they
They're
will really do
informed.
well.
I think yeah, that's the best part. Is they're at least informed कि है क्या
Uh,
नहीं.
they
Like
are well aware about everything.
true. The way they can ask question, I think 10 years ago, no one can ask the question like this. No one could answer the question like this because we were not having that much technology or availability of teacher where we can ask everybody all these questions. Can we change our department to operation from operation to HR after MBA?
Yeah, you can do. I mean, many of the people I've seen from marketing, you know, they get so bored of selling and traveling. They do some HR course and they get into HR. So after 5 years, they move to HR. And many of my students I've seen, you know, they will 1 or 2 years they worked in HR, in a marketing, and then they moved to HR. So they said, "पहले ही मैम HR ले लेते तो अच्छा रहता." So yeah, you can move from any department to any department. Only you need to have that kind of skills which are needed for that function, and you can always move. So no
Superb.
problem. Have experiment yourself in your career. Try everything and see what excites you the most, and pick up that, and so you will do well because that really interests you.
Superb. See, it's all about that. That's why MBA first is common. You learn marketing, finance, HR, operation, IT. Then second, you have to decide where you have to go. Okay. So that's a is cabin crew work experience beneficial for HR? प्रिया का क्वेश्चन आया एक.
See, any kind of experience teaches you a lot. It tells you how you interact with people, how you manage yourself, how you, when you're working also, it's not easy. So any kind of experience will be relevant as soon as you have worked somewhere. You know, if you're a fresher and as I have some person who has worked for 1 or 2 years in any kind of job role, I'll pick up that person because they have experience in handling people, managing themselves, and delivering. So you can always move, you can always try for HR. There's nothing wrong in that.
Superb, superb. Great, ma'am. So again, I think we had a very good experience having you on board, and thank you very much coming and helping us out. Thank you very much,
And
ma'am.
thank you very much for inviting me. And it was very nice talking to the students and you and telling them about what is HR and creating a positive vibe about HR finally.
Yes. Okay, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you so much.